Hello, buddy. I am FTA.
I'm my nitrous oxide fan.
I'm T-Bay.
And welcome to another special episode of
Superpower Flower Hour season finale. We're here, everybody, live in New York.
Hey!
Go visit NaughtyDog.com.
Naughty Dog.
That's where we work at. There's me. Oh, I'm gone.
This is the season finale of season 4 of All Stars Gaming. We apologize. This season has had one of the worst episodes we've ever done, and multiple episodes with audio issues.
Our character development wasn't as good this season.
Yes.
After Snipper Clips, when you left and never came back and just walked upstairs, it was never the same.
What?
You'll catch up. You'll see.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You haven't seen what I did in that video, have you?
No.
Yeah.
I like to never watch our videos, so
Same.
if you do fun stuff, I don't know.
Same. This episode is not technically been requested by a patron,
But we knew you wanted it.
Yes. Well, this was one of a patron suggested episode, but this is not the reason why we're doing it. We wanted to do Crash Team Racing. It's in season 3.
It was
wanted
about 2 years ago in our time.
Hey, wanted to get it in preparation of the Crash Team Racing. What's the
Overdrive.
was it Nitro
Fueled.
Which I think by the time this episode airs, that'll be roughly around the time that game comes out. So for once, we have some good brand synergy there.
I can't wait to play it next week.
Hey,
Everybody.
So
This episode's going to come out in December. We'll find a way.
we are gonna go. We're gonna go on a 3-way. So Chris, would you versus the best way, or battle?
Versus.
I'm trying to figure out the difference between arcade and versus.
Can you ever do versus because we know? Let's do a single race for the time being.
Oh. Hey, TJ.
Oh.
We're very professional. Chris, is your controller not on?
TJ's controller is blinking. I can see it. Yeah, I snitched.
It's on.
Mine's in port 2, but it's not. Oh, no, yeah, it is.
And technical difficulties, one of our controllers doesn't work. So get fucked, TJ. You can't play this game. And just for that, TJ, I'm going to be your favorite character. Dingle Dial.
Bring out the butter.
I'm making toast.
They named the polar bear Polar.
Crash Cove. Rouge Tubes.
I don't want to get into Rouge Tubes right now.
Papu's Pyramid.
Papu, Papu.
Papu, Papu.
There's a lot of tracks here.
So, Chris, do you want to explain?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Bye, everyone. See you next time.
I always have to explain. You explain it.
Because you like these friends. You like the Naughty Dog series. You like their...
This isn't Spyro. I don't know what this is.
Alright, this is a Mario Kart ripoff. And I'm dead already.
That's right. R1's jump. Okay,
What
okay.
the fuck, man?
So Crash Team Racing came about in 1943 when Jason Rubin said, "Dog, we got 3 PlayStation games with Crash Team Racing, Crash the Hedgehog, and it was like, what if we got one more before Universal fucks us in the ass?"
I'm at the controller falls down.
The vibration for me is working for Controller 2, but I have to play Controller 3. How do we always find a way to do this shit?
Maybe we should actually try and test things beforehand.
No.
No, I think people come to expect this level of quality.
And then Shigeru Miyamoto said, "What if you made a kart racer?" And Andy Gavin said, "Like Jak and Daxter?"
And so me and was like, I've never even heard of Ratchet and Clank. Get out of my office.
What about Uncarded?
And Jason Rubin was like,
Fast of Us.
"What about Rabbids? Let's make a thing called Rabbids." And Miyamoto was like, "That don't have to work."
Christopher.
Hey, I'm winning.
Oh, that's fair.
Surprised there's no AI, but I guess this is
Is Garrett going backwards?
maybe that's where arcade.
No, I just have to put the camera in front of me. I think it's more cinematic.
I think it's more
No.
cinematic.
That's the Naughty Dog way, is to put the camera in front of you. Now you just need a boulder after you.
Oh fuck.
Are you really gonna let Chris beat you?
Yeah, he's better at games than I am.
Dude, this is my copy of the
How
game.
do I reverse? I'll just jump. So I think like, oh fuck. I think like some people, if I think we're just going to be repeating things that anyone could have heard from watching the Digino Gaming But seeing as they stole our footage that one time, I have no problem stealing their information.
I thought you said the digital gaming. I was like, what?
Hey, Digimon. Hey, Digimon.
No, not again.
Crash Team World.
So it's, oh, fuck. The thing with that, so the legend goes, Naughty Dog and Universal had a terrible working relationship.
Ooh.
Yeah, apparently things did not go well. Universal apparently were not the best people to work for Naughty Dog, although I'm sure if you asked Universal people, they'd be like, oh, Naughty Dog would not go do it either.
They're so naughty.
They're full of dogs. But it was a thing where...
I mean, it would!
After it happened, so after they were done with their contract for the 3 Crash games, Naughty Dog left and they were fucking working with Universal again, and they started working on just a standard kart racer.
No.
And there it is!
Oh, I put the TNT box down. That should have absorbed it.
And they were planning this kind of a generic kart racer. And now at this point, I don't remember if it was Naughty Dog's or Sony's idea to put to use the Crash IP to help it, sell better. But Naughty Dog were like, we are not going to work with Universal on this. So Sony actually went and got the rights. Oh shit! I said retry. Oh, never mind. We'll play again.
That's why there was some. When it was starting to come out that maybe Crash Team Racing was getting a remake, a lot of people were being like, "Oh, well, it's going to be PS4 only because Sony owns like the code or some weird random nonsense."
But it was like if the Insane trilogy went multi-platform, and why wouldn't the Crash Team Racing? Am I right, boys?
Activision owned Crash, but Sony had a weird stake in Team Racing specifically.
Oh, okay.
That's why it was like, well, maybe they'll make another racing game, but it won't be CTR. But then it was. They never really said what changed, so...
Nothing!
Maybe Sony never had any stake in it beyond helping it happen.
Probably.
That was just some weird internet nonsense, like always. I just shot a shield at you. It's kind of cool.
You are a piece of poop.
Hooligan!
Oh, my mother's a Christian.
I thought that's only when he disappeared.
Hey, have a nice...
Puma! Puma! With the with the rocket.
With the rocket.
With the mine.
So this was, obviously Mario Kart esque, because I believe the story mode has elements of Diddy Kong Racing.
Yep.
Never played that bullshit. I had better games to play, dude.
Really not.
I had Digimon
Look, if you jump, can you get out of it? Oh, you can. I
had Digimon Brawl 2. I had Digimon Rumble Arena. You remember that one, right?
You had Sonic Adventure 2? Oh no, you didn't, because you weren't allowed to get it.
What?
Weren't you not allowed to get Sonic Adventure 2?
No.
Because your parents were like, you already have this game. You told that story where your parents were like, you already have this game. And you were like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. No, I don't remember. Maybe that was TJ. Bobby?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
No, that definitely sounds familiar, Chris. It was. Maybe it wasn't Sonic.
I remember being a kid and being blown away by the concept of a sequel.
But I remember
playing Sonic Adventure 2 in the Parkersburg, West Virginia Circuit City and being amazed by the speed lines.
Yeah, you played it at the Palmer's though, but I swear in some video you were like, you wanted to get it, but your parents were like, you already had that game. Thinking it was the original Sonic Adventure.
I think it was Crash 2.
You really fell for it.
Oh, god damn it, Chris.
No. It was that I had Crash 2 and I saw Crash 1. And
That's
I was like,
right.
what?
Oh, gotcha.
And they're like, no, you have Crash 2. Why would you want Crash 1? And I remember going, look, it's Crash Bandicoot. It's different than what I got. I was also the kid who, do you remember this Bug Life? I don't know if it was in Europe. They had Bugs Life VHS covers for every bug main character. And I remember thinking they were different movies. And I wanted all of them. And my mom would always be like, no, you already have it. And I'd be like, no, that's different. That's got the big rhino one.
That's different.
That's got the fat caterpillar.
I got least fruit.
I'm a beautiful bumblebee.
Theodore, you play games, you can shut up!
Alright, I'm gonna call dibs on Dingo Dial.
Okay, that's fine.
He doesn't control very well. I would not recommend Dingo Dial.
TJ, what are you gonna do when in Nitro Fueled, Dingo Dial pauses the gameplay, look at the camera, and dabs and goes, "Call me Dabdo Dial."
Fuck you, Chris! How long have you been?
Hold on.
How long have you been thinking of that, Chris?
3 seconds. Then he gets a boost when he hits the ground.
Dapto dial. Oh, dude, they're trying to put in the codes.
Bring out the butter. Where we dropping, boys?
Yes!
Oh, fuck. Alright. I have to be Crash then. We're not doing Cortex Castle, by the way.
Well, no.
Alright.
It's too cornery.
Do Crash Call, because you're both Crash, do the Crash level.
Whoa! 5 laps.
Oh, he's the guy who picks like 8 stock in Smash Brothers. It's too much. Oh, you get bored 3 stocks in and you're like, oh, okay.
2 years in a row on Christmas Eve to make the time go down, me and my brother would do 99 stocks on Smash 64. But both years, I would have like 20 stocks more than he would. So we get down to like, he'd get down to like 40 lives left. He'd be like, okay, I'm bored of playing this.
That sounds about right. I thought you should do it on New Year's and time the last stock to like the ball dropping or whatever.
On New Year's this year, or I guess technically last year, me, my wife, and my cousin broke in New Year by watching a Chip and Dale NES speedrun on YouTube.
Did they call time right as midnight hit?
I don't think so, I forget.
You should have timed it.
They're like those stupid fucking tweets that go around. If you start watching the Chip and Dale Super Nintendo speedrun at 11:43:18. Okay, this guy. Oh, it's been fun. Once I got my head back around the controls and started winning, this game got pretty good.
So this game was a big. Like people love this game, don't they? In the field of kart races.
Yeah, people still love it. I see plenty of people still say this is still the best one ever made.
Yeah.
Even like
the other one's good.
I got myself.
Even like non-Crash diehards, I see from.
What like the best kart racer or just the best Crash kart
Best
racer?
kart racer. Period.
Oh, better than any of the Mario Karts or
Yeah.
Sega Sonic Egg Transformed game?
Sonic, Sega, Tenga Egg. Yeah, that one.
Tenga Egg.
Wasn't this? I guess wasn't production kind of slightly rushed on this?
Yeah, I think they said, God, 8 months was it? Which is fucking crazy.
Because I know they would. Again, in that Digino Gaming video, Digino Plagiarism.
Did you know?
It was. I think they said they had a bunch of things planned. That there was like a whole stage and characters that were cut out at the last second. So maybe, kind of like they did with the Insane trilogy and those extra levels, maybe they'll add that stuff back into the remake.
Possibly. They've said Nitro Fuel's going to have extra levels and characters.
Ooh!
Like,
I'm excited!
there's a lot of speculation Spyro is going to be a racer. With
No. No crossovers.
Someone did some...
No crossovers.
Someone did some concept art of a Spyro the Dragon gate portal checkerboard finish thing. TJ.
Well, TJ, they've already officially crossed over. I mean, Spyro has a cameo in Twinsanity.
Spyro's tweet is the one that basically announced that the game's coming out. Because there was a Spyro tweet where he's like, oh, I'm in Glacial Cove, and you could see a little crash on a cart way off in the distance. Precedence there, TJ.
That's some good brand synergy.
Read between the lines. Dog. Why am I losing?
Because TJ's better than you?
Someone's going to put the timestamp and comment and be like, well, it's because you're incorrectly applying the turbo boost, and that's why you're losing.
Throw a thing behind you. Like, you didn't do what I said. You should run.
Fuck off,
Oh, damn it! Come on!
TJ. Tailgating piece of shit. This is Crash Cove, baby!
Baby!
Babu! Oh, here's another one. Fuck off. I win.
No!
My
legacy!
My copy, my win!
I was fake Crash!
I was the most juiced up, but you had rare hair.
I hate that game. Theodore, play again so you can lose and keep crying about it.
Okay,
yeah, well, who else is in the cheat codes? Tell me all his characters.
Do you want me to just put them in?
There's an unlock every character code, right?
I don't. It doesn't look like it.
I thought Mr. Some Call Me Johnny's review said.
Jump Up! We've unlocked fucking everyone!
Everyone is here!
Who do we have? We got
Goku!
Fake Crash. We got the Pinstripe Poru. We got Ripperoo.
Luigi!
Who's underneath? Who's underneath Pinstripe?
Papu Papu.
Papu Papu!
His icon looks nothing like Papu Papu.
No, that's him.
No, it does.
He's got a big old jowl.
I don't like that. Looks like a Pixar character.
Where's Komodo Bro?
You mean Komodo Mo?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How
Is the penguin the one that was never meant to actually be in the game?
Oh, he drives with a foot. He drives with his foot. That's hilarious.
Is it which one of the characters is the one that was never meant to be in the game because he's too broken? Is it Penguin Man? Is that why TJ picked him? So we could try and win this match?
No, I picked Pinstripe, you doofus.
Is that why you picked the Penguin so you could try and win this match?
Would it be Nitrous Oxide? Because he's like the boss character, the main boss.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Hey, you can Google, right?
Lodic.
Lodic?
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but I do not remember.
Go.
I'm winning. I'm driving!
I picked this guy because I like his music in Crash 3. That's basically about it. Ooh. I wish I had.
That's why if there was a Spiral Racer, I'd always pick Gulp. Because he is the best boss music, but he's a shit boss.
Yeah, if there was a Spiral Racer, which there isn't.
TJ.
Yes. Hello.
Hey.
My name is TJ.
Hey.
I'm driving!
So I know we theorized, in videos before Crash Team Racing remake was announced. I think you had said, Chris, you wanted that remake.
Yes.
TJ, I forget what you had said.
Hell yes.
I didn't want it as bad, but I'm glad it's happening.
After it comes out, like a Crash 4 game, or what do you think? Or do you think they'll do another remake or something?
What would they remake? Crash?
Wrath of Cortex,
There's
Twin
nothing-
Sanity, something like that.
There's nothing with enough nostalgia power to remake. They have to go a new direction.
Yep.
If that new direction is like old direction but updated, or something entirely new, I don't know, but they gotta do something else.
For new game, would you want, say, like a Crash Bandicoot 4, but in the style of the original trilogy, or a new game that does something new, like Wrath of Cortex or Twin Sanity, or like the reboot games?
I think I'd rather see them try to do a Naughty Dog thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we're going to do something new, just do a different character at this point.
At that point, then, would you want, just because of say like pricing and stuff of the remakes, would you want a game that's like the length of like one of the individual Crash games, or would you want a new game that's like the length of the trilogy as a whole? Because if they
That'd be a lot of Crash.
If they released a brand new Crash game, let's say just the length of Crash 3, and released it for $40, would a part of you, and if it was like the same standard, same production value, like of the same quality as the Insane trilogy was? I mean, I know. Technically speaking, because it was a remake, I'm sure production would be easier than a new one. And obviously, the fact that they made the trilogy, it means they know how many controls they have. Like they've done a lot of the prep work is there for them. Because the trilogy was made.
It's a lot of ifs riding on this. I gotta think about it.
I swear to God.
But again, it's like, what would
coming back, baby?
Would you?
I'm the GOAT.
Would you be okay with just like
if it looked,
a 30 level Crash game again?
If it looked really fun, I don't think I'd mind.
What just happened?
They'd have to have some.
I was so ahead.
I don't know if they'd have to like have a really good visually impressive thing. I know you said the same production value, but like if they up the graphics enough and like did interesting stuff with like set pieces and level design, like really memorable stuff, I think I'd be okay with it. If I finished that game and I'm like, oh, that was another Crash game, I'd maybe want to pay closer to like 30 at most. But let's be real, I'm gonna pay 40 for a new Crash game if they make it anyway. So what the fuck do I know? And that same argument goes for Spyro as well. Like if they make another Spyro that's just kind of Spyro 3 length, I'll be there.
I'll be there day one, baby.
I'll
complain about it on Twitter.
You both got hit. You
no, I'm squished. No, I am the flattest boy.
I'm the flattest boy. Fucking beamer. Shit.
How about you, Theodore?
I'm too busy playing Smash Brothers, so I don't play video games. Oh, there's a Spyro remake? Oh, that's weird.
I'm just gonna wait.
When that happened?
Oh fuck! I forgot. I haven't fucking played that.
Yeah.
Same. Mine's still in the trapping.
Hey, they have the file size. You guys can play it now.
Oh, so was that fixed?
Yeah, it's 37 gigs now.
What can they fucking do to begin with?
Activision rushed them.
Okay. Cool.
So you couldn't fucking compress it? Learn to code!
Yeah, TJ, why didn't you do it? Hey, TJ, you gonna... What about Kara's question? What would you do?
I like how Chris was clearly going to say something else there, but fuck that. I'm doing that other thing you said 5 minutes ago. Do that.
I think my mind was like, let's ask TJ a different question, but I was like, I can't think of a question, so I was like, oh, give it
hey, TJ, I got a question. How can we lost again?
Fastest racer.
Because I wasn't fake crash this time. And I was most juiced up. I was illegal steroids.
He's clearly a drug kingpin. Mr. Butteroo!
Put it in my Tommy gun.
I think we might call it a day there for...
I'm gonna ram him.
You don't want to do
a... ram him.
Oh, we're at time. Okay.
I think we'll call it a day. You know, we may... This because this was... this has been requested by somebody else on Patreon, but we already did their game this season. Maybe if there's people... people want to see more Crash Team Racing, we can always do this again next time and maybe explore
I have a suggestion.
A story mode or something like that.
If I ever covered this on a PlayStation, I wanted it to be a live episode with you two. If you'd want to host that on FTCR as well.
Oh yeah, we can do that because that's where your show.
That's a good excuse to do that.
Before you took it elsewhere, you got the views on our channel, then took it to your own.
Yeah, I was like, hey, my channel now, fucker. And then like 3 people came over and I was like, okay.
I'm fighting for my fucking life.
This is about my family! Fuckhead. There's the dickhead, if we want to talk about a dickhead.
I'm fighting for my Crash Bandicoot Nitro Kart remake!
When he said that, I felt that.
30 FPS, baby! 30 FPS!
I'm fake Crash, motherfucker, and I lost! I fucking lost!
Most juice!
I'm playing! I'm most juiced up!
How stupid would I have to be to buy the Switch version after my past with 30 frames per second? How stupid would I have to be?
I'm the flattest boy!
Fuck you, R. Kelly. Thank you for joining us for All Stars Gaming. We'll be back in Season 5, maybe at the end of 2019.
Boy, those first 9 episodes, but we pulled it around, right?
The last 30 seconds made up for the rest of the season. Goodbye, everybody.